What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Underdog MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Underdog. As always, if you haven't checked out Underdog, we would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players, pitching outs, pitch count, strikeouts, fantasy points, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 on your first deposit today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Underdog with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, I do offer premium content packages over here. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. Do offer MLB. I do offer Prize Picks WNBA, and I'm working on launching Underdog WNBA as well as an all sports package so we can get access to all the sports going on at once. So lots of other improvements coming on over there. But if you want to check it out now, you can. Or if you want to wait till the first of the month of July, I'll have a bunch of new stuff launched then. And lastly, if you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. I really do appreciate all the support, all the likes, all the comments. Any interaction with my content goes a long way, so thank you for tuning in. And let's get into the picks. Let's get us winning some money. You can mix and match these if you'd like. You can go for all 5 for the big 20x. Obviously, the more picks that you go, the bigger risk, but the bigger payout. So if you want to mix and match to mitigate your risk a little bit, you could certainly do that in case we go 4-1 or something. But if you want to just go for the big one, I got 5 picks I really like. So let's talk about it. We'll go game by game as we always do. And the first game I want to talk about is going to be the Boston Red Sox taking on the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox coming with a 5.62 implied total. And they get a great matchup taking on Beau Brees tonight, who has really struggled so far early on in his career, specifically against right-handed hitting. He's been really, really bad. Going ahead and looking at his numbers against those right-handed hitters, looking at them across the board. He gets up a 525 slugging with a 35.9% hard contact rate, a 365 wOBA with a 39.8% fly ball rate, only a 15.2% K rate against those right-handed bats as well. And that's going to be a problem for him because he has to take on a couple of bats in this Red Sox lineup that are elite right-handed hitters. The first pick I want to talk about is going to be Mr. JD Martinez in the 3 spot. Do expect him to have a nice day at the dish in this matchup. He comes in with a 190 ISO and a 380 wOBA off of right-handed pitching. So very good numbers. As we mentioned, Beau Brees' numbers not so good. And they get to hit in Fenway tonight with a 5.62 implied total. Looking at Fenway as far as a hitting environment, is a nice hitting environment overall. You can see a lot of green and yellow going on in the outfield. Overall, as a hitting environment, all green and yellow outside of that right field home run area. Not quite as easy to hit it out there. But right-handed hitters typically pull the ball to the left. So, hey, fantastic. We got the green monster out there, good hitting environment. Expect the right-handed hitters to have a good day at the dish tonight. So, pick number 1. We're going to the Boston game, and we're going to be taking JD Martinez over 1.5 total bases. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 1.5 total bases for JD Martinez here. And pick number 2, we're going to be going with the other guy that's a nice, solid, elite hitter in the 4 spot here that hits on the right-hand side of the plate, and that's Xander Bogaerts. Once again, very good numbers against right-handed pitching. Great matchup against Beau Brees. You look at his numbers. He has a 370 wOBA with a 160 ISO. And once again, Beau Brees really bad against right-handed hitting. 525 slugging, 365 wOBA given up. It's not even like we have to have that great of hitters to capitalize on this spot, and we do have 2 really good ones in the heart of this order in JD Martinez and Xander Bogaerts. So for pick number 2, we will be rocking with the over 1.5 total bases for Xander Bogaerts. So leading things off with those 2 right-handed bats for the Boston Red Sox. Pick number 3, we're going to be heading on down to the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. They get another fantastic matchup on the road here in Milwaukee, which is a great hitting environment. Pulling up the diagram as far as Milwaukee's concerned. Let's see. You can see a lot of green going on for the most part. I guess doubles in the gap is where things don't quite play as well here in Miller Park. But outside of that, things could be a lot worse. Let's put it that way. Pretty good hitting environment overall compared to a lot of other spots in the league. And when you're looking at the numbers for Chichi Gonzalez taking on the Cardinals today, he once again is another guy that is terrible against right-hand hitting. Actually, worse than Beau Brees. Terrible. He gives up a 644 slugging with a 46.2% hard contact rate, a 423 wOBA, 36.5% fly ball rate. He only has a 13.2% K rate. And that's going to be a problem for him because, once again, we have an elite hitter in the 3 spot here for the St. Louis Cardinals, and that's Paul Goldschmidt. Very good numbers against right-handed pitching. Chichi Gonzalez is terrible. You look at Goldschmidt's numbers, a 250 ISO with a 400 wOBA against righties this season. That's really, really good stuff. And Chichi Gonzalez is terrible, man. We talked about how bad Beau Brees is. I mean, Chichi's even worse. Chichi's just bad against the right-handed hitting. So I want to be capitalizing here. Like the over on Mr. Paul Goldschmidt's bases. Pulling it up here, you can see they got him set at 1.5, as always. Like the over 1.5 bases for Paul Goldschmidt as pick number 3 here. Pretty self-explanatory. It's Goldschmidt, elite hitter, 3 spot. Chichi Gonzalez is terrible. Well, they're on the road, so the guaranteed top of the 9th at bats as well. That always helps our case a little bit. So pick number 3, we're going to go with the over 1.5 total bases for Paul Goldschmidt. And pick number 4, we're going with his teammate, Nolan Arenado. Same thing, in the 4 spot. Elite hitter against right-handed pitching. Chichi Gonzalez is terrible. You look at Arenado's numbers. He has a 210 ISO with a 360 WOBA against right-handed pitching on the season. In the 4 spot, part of the order, the Cardinals have a 4.88 implied total, expected to do damage here against Chichi. And it all starts with these two guys. I think they both are able to get the job done on this prop tonight. Like the over 1.5 total bases for Nolan Arenado. Pick number 4 on the video. And for pick number 5, we're going to be rocking down to the LA Angels taking on the Kansas City Royals. We have another guy that has some serious splits issues. This time around, it's against lefties, though. Jonathan Heasley, he's been terrible all season long. And he has to take on a really good left-handed hitter, and he's terrible against left-handed hitting. Looking at his numbers across the board as far as against lefties, very similar to the guys we just talked about against righties, except from the left-hand side of the plate. Terrible. He gives up a 542 slugging with a 376 WOBA, a 46.8% fly ball rate with a 35.1% ground ball rate, only a 16.5% K rate. He also has an 11.9% walk rate against those lefties, but, I mean, just terrible, terrible stuff against left-handed hitting. Really struggles, and the Angels have one of the most elite left-handed hitters in the league in Shohei Ohtani in the 3 spot here. Once again, elite hitter against a really bad pitcher with some serious split issues against his handedness of hitting. Really want to be taking advantage here. Looking at Ohtani's numbers, he features a 240 ISO with a 350 WOBA here. He's in LA, looking at the ballpark as far as LA is concerned and how it plays to those left-handed hitters. Also, very good news here because to the left-handed hitters, much easier to hit the ball out of the ballpark with a 1.29 home run rating as compared to 1.04 out there to left field. Would not be surprised to see Ohtani take Heasley deep in his first at-bat tonight. He's just in a fantastic spot here, and I want to be taking advantage. So for me, definitely going to be rocking with the Ohtani bases for pick number 5 here, going on down to this LA Angels squad. Let's see, Mr. Ohtani. Over 1.5 bases for Shohei Ohtani. Love the spot. Like I said, kind of self-explanatory. Ohtani's elite. Heasley's terrible. 77 degrees, 6-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. And I think Ohtani could probably take Mr. Heasley deep tonight. So even if he doesn't, ball in the gap will work, man. Hard hit ball in the gap for those 1.5 bases. We don't even need a home run, but I'm just saying, fantastic spot to do so. So for me, that's the last pick. That's my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Underdog. As always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, go ahead and check those out. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. Those are linked below in the description. Like I said, more good stuff to come on the way over there as well for the launch of July. Working really hard on improving the packages, launching new ones, providing as much value as possible. If you haven't signed up for Underdog, sign up today, guys. Use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Best of luck on your player prop picks tonight, and we will see you in the next one.